How y'all doing? It's been a minute. There's been a lot going on in my life. We all get busy in our life. But this is a video where I know we was doing that one Havoc book, and I think I'm gonna go get back to it. But what I'm going to do also is some other things that I want to talk about that I'm gonna do. But for now on, we're gonna just do books. But I want to switch it up today and first say we got a lot of channels, we got a lot of inspiration that tell you, okay, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But what are you waiting for? Like, there's a lot of people that say, no matter what age you are, you're still young. You're in your 20s, late 20s, 18, 19, whatever the case may be. You're young. Go for it. Go for things. Learn how to draw. Learn how to do a lot of things. And what this channel is supposed to be is not for myself. It's supposed to be money. It's supposed to be what I always do on when I was on Snapchat, IG, making inspiring stuff because I think I'm very good at my voice of speaking things that are real. Since 17, I've been going through a lot of stuff. Even before 17, I went through a lot of stuff. But what I've been realizing is when you have a voice, you should use it. You shouldn't be afraid to speak on matters, speak on things, and where I'm going to be talking about today is not going to be simple a lot. It's a quick, simple video just letting you know, like, yo, you got to keep going. You got to keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what people say about you, man. You got to keep going, you know? Because it's hard some days, man. Some days you don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the last few days I've been dealing with allergy because I ate something I thought I was allergic. The food. I found out I was allergic. Sometimes trying new things, you never know where you could be allergic. But back to the whole story of it. Um, you know, this is a new thing for me. Before I had videos before and I just dropped it, didn't care. But now I want to really care about editing, reacting to videos. We're gonna be doing a lot, and I might have to explore to another channel to do half of that and half on this. But this channel is really gonna be like, as I could say, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a vibe. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. I'm gonna, go on my social media and ask you what I should talk about. We're gonna have deep conversation about a lot of life. Um, but this is a quick, short message to tell you, like, hey, I've been gone for a minute, but the video's about to come back. For the rest of this year, I should have a video. You know what I'm saying? So expect me to drop more content. Expect me to drop a lot of videos. Expect me to put some bangers. You know what I'm saying? But this is the start of a lot of new things and a lot of things we have to do to get better every day. We got to be productive. We got to be, get things done. You wake up, go be productive. Go stretch out. Do what you got to do. What are you waiting for? So this is a short message. This is not gonna be long because the next video is gonna be the same. I'll be wearing the same outfit. Might move the position though, and there's a lot of books we're gonna be going to. In the same book, I'm gonna go drop a video of it today. Of the last few days of the ending of May, and we're gonna just do it until next year. Hopefully, get that done. But there's another book we're gonna be going to. So we're gonna go back and forth, but we're gonna be going into The Way to Forward by Young Pubel Pubebo. I don't know how to say it, but he's the author of Inward and Clarity and Connection. And it was funny because this book, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this book. Is very, it's like it gives you a page, and it's not like the other book where we get a date, we got to read about something and stuff. This book is different where we could talk about one page and just read it. And there's a lot of other books that we're gonna be, but I want to just for now on, before I start the video, I'm like, hey, I don't even talk about advice. I just be like, hey, bro, share to people you love, share people who need to know the wisdom. And I will never say this, no matter what age you are, you can still go for your dreams, no matter what it is. If you want to become the best artist with music, go work on BandLab. BandLab is the perfect way. You want to get better at art. Start getting things you need from it too. Start learning how to get better at it. And there's a lot of things. If you want to be a better gamer and stream of it, you know how to do that. You got to start somewhere. And what I want to say to people is, don't give up on your dreams. Don't just think it's the end of the world or you need to just give up. It's like, okay, you could give up. Okay, who says you could just? Nah, I don't want to do that no more. And I'm at my age where it's crazy. Like we have arcs of our character, we have arcs of reputation, but I really don't care about my reputation. I care more about my character. And I think I've been trying to defend my character so much. Now I just don't care no more. And that's why, like, someone said something in a group chat, one of my homie group chat, and he said this. He said it like, "Hey, why are you this and that?" Like he just a dude was questioning on stuff. He said, "I don't trust no. I really don't trust." I ain't gonna say it because I don't know how YouTube is. I'm gonna say it in a different way. But he said, "I don't trust anybody in this chat." And people like some people were like, "Wow," or like surprised. And when I looked at it a few years ago, I would be like, "What? You don't trust me? Then why we even?" You know what I'm saying? But now I'm more. I understand. We have this generation. We have a problem trying to love people. We have a problem going back to people. We have a problem with, you know, thinking. I ain't gonna say love is not the answer to our problems. I'm not gonna say love can't solve some problems. But what I'm saying is, if you don't love yourself, how you gonna love someone else? If you're not recovering from things from your past or trauma you're still dealing with, how you supposed to give love to someone who wants to love you? And I feel like some people could say, "Nah, I got love, bro, that helped me out," or some people say, someone opened my eyes and helped me become the man I needed to be, or it became the woman they needed to be because of love. Hold on, real quick. It don't really matter on that, right? But what matters is, what do you do? What do you do with that information? What do you do with how to become better? And it's like it starts with you. What are you doing productively? Every time you wake up, what are you doing productively? Like my weaknesses, I'm not getting slain, but one weakness of a guy, it's like, what are you doing every day? Are you stretching out? Are you brushing your teeth every day? Are you washing your face? What are you doing productively on those days when you don't have nothing to do? What is and the days when you're doing productive? Are you doing more after you get off work? Or are you doing more? Or are you just doing the same old? And it's about, what are you trying to do? What are you working on? Where you going towards to? And that is one thing we gotta understand, that whatever you do now, it's gonna be 5 years later on. It's gonna affect you. Like right now, I've been working, and this is where I will come into and say, I'd rather be a jack of all trades than just be good at one thing, you know. And the reason why I'd rather be good and figure out things, like I'll give you a verbal example. Cooking. Last few years ago, I let my mom cook everything, right? And ever since, sooner or later I'm about to move out and stuff, I've been cooking more and I've been getting better at cooking. And what I'm trying to get to the point is, I kind of master how to cook to the point where I know how to cook meals, or I'll just do something creative. Like if I have certain things, like let me make something different without even going look up at YouTube, TikTok, whatever. And that showcased that I'm my creative mind getting better just thinking of things. Cleaning, I could creative think of how I'm gonna clean something and how long it's gonna take me without no music, and I didn't just straight up lock in clean. Organization is different because certain things I gotta get better, but I'm having better ideas how to clean up my room. It's learning these things that's gonna affect your life later on, right? And that's where what I gotta tell you is, like, you can't just keep giving up. You gotta keep going and keep getting better. Like my room is not the best right now, but I know I'm gonna get better and better. I just gotta keep putting the work in. It's the same thing with everything else. You gotta put work in things for better things. It's the same thing when you want to get better at a sport or particular. You gotta practice every day, but you gotta take care of your body on those days off. Or also you gotta make sure you stretch out. Also you gotta make sure you get body more. Also you gotta make sure you get sleep. It's a lot of things that are required. So what I'm gonna really say more of things is, don't ever give up. You know, don't ever think you can't do something. Don't ever do anything. Right? Like, my funniest thing is, and this is, I'm not even going to relationships or anything, but my aunt, loved her to death. It was a time where she said like I predict how your future gonna be. She said she gave me the truth from like, oh, you're gonna have kids, you're gonna work a 9 to 5 job. You gonna it was at a certain point I heard what she said and I stopped listening because sometimes it's good to listen to people, but sometimes it's not good when people want to predict what your future is when you don't even know your future. I don't even know where I'm gonna be. I don't even know. Like it's so crazy. Like every day I'm like, oh, I want to be this. I want to be this. But then I'm like, what do I really want to do? Like I had this vision of what, but I don't know where I want to be, and that's fine. It's better you don't know than having where you're gonna know where you have a plan. Have things like people have plans, a system where they want to be in life, and I'm more different. Like I don't know my routine. I don't know like it's different every day, right? And that's fine, but it's wild. Like I don't have control of my life. It's more of I have control of certain things. I just don't have control of everything, and that's where I gotta live in life where I gotta be like, okay, I'm fine with it. So like, how I could explain everything is until I get better in my organization, until I get better at these little small things. I don't think I'll ever get better where I need to be, and I think sooner or later I'm this organization, this simple thing is going to get mastered. It's just I'm working on other things at the time that I think is more important. Like my discipline needs to be more important than organization. I think discipline is more important than organization, but at the same time, organization is important too. And we can't just overlook one thing, be like, no, this is not important, or we can't overlook another thing, oh, this is not important. Everything is important in your life. You gotta find ways to work with everything. You gotta find ways to get better at a lot of things. So what I'm gonna come to say is some days are not gonna be right. Some days you're not gonna be on the routine you want to be. But as long as you keep doing what you need to do every day, sooner or later that's gonna break these bad habits into good habits. Atomic Habits is a good book to get if you want to learn how to get better in your habits. After I finished it, I gave it to a friend because I think my books is where after I'm done reading it, I need to get the people that need it in their life. And I gave it to my friend where I knew it was gonna help her out, but I knew like it was gonna really like what I'm saying, build impact. And ever since, she has this, she knows what she needs to do every day. She knows this and that, and I'm very proud. And not even if I had an impact on her life, but the book helped her out. And I gave my mom another book that I didn't finish reading, but I just know like this book, reality. I was supposed to give it to this wonderful girl I met. Her name's Emily, and she really changed my life. Of just how to keep working hard, but just sticking to the plan. And that's one thing we tend to not do. We don't stick to the plan. Like we don't stick to what we need to do. We don't stick to the budget. We don't stick to the things that we need to do every day. We try to we let our desires, we let our laziness, we let our the lust comes. We let all these sins come in your life where it's like you shouldn't let that happen. When you're connected to the Lord or whatever religion and belief you believe in, then things like that wouldn't stop you. Or sometimes just look at things. Just look at it in a different way. Once you see something happening, don't react. Don't say nothing. Just look at it, analyze it, understand it. So where I'm coming out this video, it's not to like really go into it, but it's more of like, yo, we're gonna be like, we're not like some days I'm not gonna be talking about a book. Some days I might think about a question and we might break it down to the depth of it. Like because my favorite thing is talking to deep conversations, and my homie and me and him don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I love him to death, and we have these deep conversations where I just tend to like we talk about everything, bro. But what I want to talk about, it's gonna be a lot. But just expect this channel not to just go into books, to inspiring things, but we're gonna be talking about deep conversations. And I want you got any a question or anything in a comment, text it, you know, just say you got a deep question you want me to like. We could break it down. We could break it down. You got a question that you really want the world to talk about or something. We could break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time to understand knowledge, but it's time to learn more. The more you learn, the more better in your life. Like I'm trying to learn how to become better at videos. I'm trying to get better at how to get better at thumbnails and stuff. I'm trying to get better at things so I can be better in the future. You know what I'm saying? But it takes one day at a time. And I know these next few days you're gonna see some videos of me in the same shirt. I'm gonna try to drop a lot of videos this week to next week, but what I want to say is keep going and don't let nothing stop you, man. Like I'm saying this at the bottom of my heart. Hope everyone goes for their dreams. Hopefully everyone gets to where they want to be in life. If you want to be an average Joe, be an average Joe. You want to be better than average, go ahead. You know what you gotta do to get there. And that's where I want to be. Like some people don't understand my passion and stuff because they don't understand like I want this more than you want it. And also there's another thing. Soul Lunati, the goat, soul. It's the same thing of wherever you go with the industry or whatever you go, please, like he said, I'm gonna say to you, please protect your energy. Please, like when you go to places, please protect your energy because you don't know what people could do with it. I have spent a lot of last 2 years, not in my thing, but separate myself and to understand myself, but understand my energy and understand that you don't want the wrong persons to use it. You don't want the wrong person to infect you with energy that's not needed in your life. And I'm not gonna say towards family with all family, but I'm not gonna say like it was times where I was around people or times where it's bad energy, man, and not even just to friends or family. It was just everything, bro. Like, and I made a decision to separate myself away from everyone just to reconnect to my own self. Like, and that's why I haven't been in places or states and stuff because I just don't care about it. Like I'm here to see people, see family, and to have enjoy my time. And I'm not here for all that bad blood energy. Like I realize, like we don't got time to be talking about all the negatives and stuff. We're not gonna talk in a neutral way how to get better. We're not gonna talk about in a way where I like it, where it's no good. Like if we can have an argument where it don't feel like bad energy is being spoken or it's not, at the end of the day we still love each other, then it's not needed to be talked about. If you can't talk to me and you can't stop complaining, argument, things that where it's bringing bad energy, man. It was something I watched. It was a video. I don't know what it was, right? It was something that said like complaining, argument. It was yelling. It was a few others that said all these bad energies, right? But then they made a opposite of it of good energies. And where I'm trying to do better is I want the good energy, man. My boundary. This is one boundary of mine, and I will be buying the boundary book or the attachment book of boundaries because I think I need to really get into what my boundaries because I think my one boundary is I can't take no bad energy no more. Like I can't take no bad energy. Meaning like if I sense bad energy or I sense this could be bad, we're not gonna talk. I'm gonna move away and we're not gonna talk no more because if you're gonna bring this bad energy in my life, I'm not gonna talk about it. Like there's no reason to. Like people have said a lot of cruel stuff to me, but I let it slide because at the end of the day you don't mean it, and I know like you feel some type of way about something, and that I know that you just want to get it. Just go ahead and say it. Because at the end of the day, people not gonna understand you until they understand what you're looking for in your life. And my life, I want to be benefit and help people in their lives. Even if it doesn't help or not. Even if I help you one day, like there's things that I did in my kindness that I didn't record, I didn't text no one, I didn't say nothing. There's times where I did a lot of amounts of kindness that I would never talk about or need to show the world because I'm gonna let you. I don't need to let you know what I did when I was in Chile. I don't need to let you know what I did when I was around this and that. I don't need to let you know when I was kind to kids and stuff. Like because at the end of the day, like I was at the same moment of you, going through a lot. So I can understand how some days could be harsh. Some days, sometimes you don't want to talk about what you're going through, what you're dealing with. But I know that days are gonna get better. You gotta have the good days to get the better days. You gotta have the bad months to have better months. You have to have the bad years to have good years. 2020 was like one of my worst years. You know, last 2 years, and we could say it was bad years or bad moments. But getting better. Like this year might be a great one good year, and towards next year might be like what 2016 felt like. Because this year, I think it could be 2016, but I think this year is really like how 2015 was when it was great. Next year could be like how 2016 was, but who knows? But You know, I went through a lot of things, but this is how a video is going to be, man. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that are needed. So there's going to be times where I'm going to figure out a deep question that I want to talk about. There'll be times where I'm going to ask, you know, some of my homegirls or some of my homies, like, hey, you got a deep question you want me to, like, you got a deep question that people need to talk about, or hey, something that you really want people to talk about, you know, and I'll just figure out, you know, from there. But expect the next video. I'm about to wear the same shirt because I'm gonna be dropping videos. Bop bop bop. So expect this video to drop. I drop one today, drop one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, like always, man, love you. Adios, amigos. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. Enjoy this wonderful weather. If it's raining or not, enjoy whatever you got. Enjoy the people you love, and always stay safe and be careful in this world. Please stay with your beliefs to your core and learn how to become a better person no matter what they say. Go for your dreams, chase it. I believe in you all, and I'm out.